Good morning, good evening, good afternoon, everybody. Sean Harvey here and Julia Patterson with Success with Dynamic Duo. We have a rock star and a business colleague and a mentor of ours on our show today. If you're tuning in, fasten your seatbelts because you are in for one hell of a ride. Julia, take it away.
Hey, everybody. Thanks for joining us today. I'm so excited to have our mentor with us today. It's been a while getting him on here. He's been just a tad bit busy and lots going on. But Ari's one of those guys that it doesn't matter what the heck's going on in his life, he still pushes forward. He's got a huge following. He's been in the industry he's been in for about 14 years, and he's been my mentor for about 2. And it's just the stuff that he shares and the heart that he puts in. You guys are going to be absolutely amazed. Ari, thank you so much for joining us today. And we'll let you get started by, if you don't mind, kind of sharing how you got in the industry and what your aha moments were and what has kept you here. What's been your key to success, if you don't mind starting with that?
Not a problem. All right, guys. I'm happy to be here first and foremost. I know Sean dropped off. I knew he was having, or maybe it's his video dropped off because he looks like he's still here. But in any case, guys, let me just say, I got in this business actually, really when I was a lot younger, actually longer than 14 years ago, but in the MLM side of it. I grew up in it. My dad actually was a Shackley and Amway distributor, so we always had a garage, full of vitamins and, everything in the garage out there. It was just crazy, And I remember one day my dad said to me, I'm tired of all this. I want you to go throw all that stuff in the dumpster. And so we had these great big huge trash cans outside, and I'm packing water filters in. I'm talking brand new, guys, brand new. Wow. Water filters and vitamins and all this stuff. And I'm looking at it and I'm sitting there thinking, man, why can't I keep this? And you know how kids are, and I took it out to the street, and the next morning I was up early to get ready to go to school, and I'm standing at the bus stop, and the garbage collector pulls up, and he's getting ready to throw it away, and he looks at it, and he looks at me, and I said, my dad made me throw all that stuff away, and he goes, can I take it? I said, you can take it all. So I think he might have got the MLM business right then too, but that's how it all begins, guys. I got in the industry, went in the Army, so you guys know actually, and while I was in the Army, I had the pleasure of getting involved with A.O. Williams in Southern California, and I was one of the top 10 guys in A.O. Williams in Southern California, which is now Primerica, if you guys know the history. And later on went into Equinox. And I love that whole business, guys. I loved it. I was single. It was simple to travel. It was simple to do everything. But, my life changed. I got married. I had a couple kids. And unfortunately, their mom, she had some bad habits, and she passed away. And so I had 2 boys, one that was 3 years old, one that was 7 months old, that I got full custody of, obviously, and I raised them all by myself with no help. And the MLM world, kept calling me, trying to get me back in, but it was really hard as a single, parent to basically pick up, go to meetings, do all the training when you're supposed to be spending time with your kids because they just got out of school. So, I saw a lot of guys doing internet marketing at the time. It started to attract me. And so 14 years ago, I started gravitating a little bit to this business. And a lot of it was, a lot of the reason that had happened is I had actually picked up and grown some traditional businesses, a big mortgage company, a home improvement company. And I had been, very successful those. And then, I got remarried and we moved to Denver, sold my businesses, moved to Denver. Well, guess what? Here's a guy with all this experience, and I was what they call overqualified. I couldn't get a job. And so it cast me back into this business. And I couldn't be happier, to be here. But, the learning curve was very, very tough. As Julia, because our meeting, I went through some really tough times. That marriage unfortunately didn't work. I caught her cheating on me. Tough time in my life. I actually tried to commit suicide, guys. And I still get emotional to this day over it, but I came to the Philippines, I had a lot of really good friends in Arizona. I was living in Arizona at the time. And, after I tried to commit suicide, my friends did not want that to happen. So they came to my house and they just wouldn't leave. There was always somebody there. And I finally said, hey, I don't want to be here anymore. So I'm selling all my stuff and I'm leaving. And my friends kept saying, where are you going? I said, I don't know yet. I don't know yet. Well, I bought a ticket to the Philippines with the idea that I was going to come to the Philippines away from all of my friends, and I was just going to kill myself. And this is where my life changed. You want to talk about aha moments, because, all the time I had been into business, and I'd been very successful, guys. I'd made a lot of money. But the one thing that I can tell you, when I came here, it all changed, because prior to that, I was one of those people, I chased the money. And, we're going to tell you up front now, money comes and goes in this industry. If you're one of those people that chase the dollars and the cents, you won't last in the business. You won't be happy in the business, okay? Because I wasn't happy. I mean, let's face it. Nobody's going to try to commit suicide if they're happy. It just doesn't happen, okay? But when I came to the Philippines, it all kind of changed, because I came here with this fuck it attitude. I mean, that's the only way I can call it, guys. Excuse my French, but I came here with this I didn't care if I wanted to live attitude. I came here and I said, I'll make a little money, enjoy a little time here, and boom, do myself in. And, the people here, they're so warm. I know Sean's married to a Filipino. The Filipinos here, they're so warm people. I mean, they are so nice. And I've just never met a mean person, in this whole country. And I fell in love with this country. I fell in love with people, and things started to change in my life. One of my old business partners reached out to me, said, hey, man, I need you to get back on the horse. We need to get you going again. And, my whole life just changed, and went back to how it used to be, but with a completely different purpose, guys. The reality was, it wasn't about the money anymore. It became completely about the people, about helping people. And, before I was doing CPA stuff where we'd make the sales, we'd make the money, but, my partner and I, and you guys met him last week or a couple weeks ago, we were ghosts. Nobody really knew who we were. It was a dark world, because you work, in secret all the time. And this, I came back to the front side of affiliate marketing, where I had a lot of interaction with people, and, helping people, to teach them what I knew about this industry, to teach them about traffic, teach them how to sponsor people, how to help people, how to choose a good program, all the little necessities that make you guys successful. And, that's when, my biggest aha moment, guys, was it brought me back to my roots, the helping people, guys. I'm going to tell you now, that's a number one thing in this industry. If you want to be successful, be there always to support and help your people. Okay, at any and all hours. If it costs you sleep in the very beginning, do it, because that's what's going to make you successful. Does that make sense?
Makes lots of sense. So, Ari, how long did it take to get to your major breakthrough?
Well, I've been here for a little over 3 years, guys. So, my major breakthrough, 9 or 11 years. But, you're talking, I had many breakthroughs, guys. I mean, look, when I first started emailing, we was in the land of spam. We didn't have the Can Spam Act. We started mailing. It was very different. It was an easier time for us, in the industry than it is right now, because now everything's so compliant. But, I've had many aha moments, but the biggest one was the mind shifts, setting, the paradigm shift, where it just wasn't about the dollars anymore. It became about the people. And that's again, I can't stress that over and over. I'm going to tell you this. That's the most important thing. Don't chase the money. Don't even chase the people. But when you get the people, nurture and help them. Help them grow, because when you do, you're going to look over and notice you got a stack of money beside you. That's just how it happens. Okay?
Gives us all lots of hope. So, Ari, I'd like to ask you, who has been most responsible for your success?
Well, this is a split question. And we talked about this prior, guys, but I'm going to tell you up front. You are most responsible for your success. So in my world, me. Okay? A lot of people will tell you, oh, I helped you do this, or I made you all this money. Well, that's not factual. Okay? I'm going to tell you up front. In this business, you and you alone are the person that's going to make you money. Okay? Nobody else. Okay? You have to take what's called pride, which Zig Ziglar calls personal responsibility and daily effort, in your own daily actions, guys. You have to actually spend time honing your skills, getting better at what you do, getting better at helping people, helping your people get better. See, these are the little things. These are what I call the seeds, guys. and then you have to water it all the time and let it grow. Okay, and if you can do that, you're going to be a very successful person in this business. But that's not saying that you can't use a mentor. Okay, let me back up what I'm saying so you understand is you are the person that's responsible. Now, a mentor can lead you to the water. He can't force you to drink. They can give you some information and give you some help and give you some coaching, okay? But it's up to you to take responsibility and basically bring that into your daily activities. Take those things that they're teaching you and actually start doing them, okay? I had a conversation with my business partner last week, or a couple weeks ago where, more of an argument, guys, and I'm just going to tell you up front. You guys are responsible for yourself. Don't ever let another person tell you, I made you money, because that's bullshit. It's just not factual. You made that money because of the actions that you took. Now, they may have gave you some teaching and training that helped you along the way, but ultimately, you made that money. You took the action, guys, that actually produced a result.
Very true. I couldn't agree with you more. Sean, what do you think? You agree with that one?
Yeah, I agree with that. Absolutely. I mean, it's kind of the same scenario as how was this put to me a little while ago? Somebody said, "Hey, I'm interested in starting this group. It's Man-Made Millionaire," and I said, "Well, I don't necessarily 100% agree with that. You're probably not going to like that fact, but I believe it takes teams to do that. It's kind of like if Rome wasn't built overnight, and it was built with a lot of people."
That's
and,
right.
and it's the same scenario in context, but people think, oh, I'm good. I mean, if you were doing it and you were happy and things were happening, you would have already been doing it. You wouldn't need to reach out to those people. So I believe that, yes, Ari, I agree with you, but I think that if I'm not in the right headspace and I reach out to you and say, Ari, can you please help me because I don't know this avenue because I've never been on that street before. I mean, it's just a compliment of what you want to do in your life and your business.
That's right. I mean, you're going to look, guys, you're going to pick up skills. You're going to pick up techniques, from mentors, from other people. That's just facts of life. But if you don't, basically bring them into your world and make them part of your own skill set, okay, by execution, then you're not going to go anywhere. I mean, that's what I'm getting at in this business. Like a mentor can teach you and train you. Like I've got two guys that have taught me a lot in this business, and that's Peter Wynn and Chris McCarty. They're both all-stars in the business. Peter Wynn, number one CPA guy in the United States, over $155 million in a single year in income. I mean, the guy knows his business. He knows it. And here's the deal. Peter would drop little tidbits of knowledge to me, but something? If I didn't take what he gave me and actually go do it, I wouldn't have got anything out of it. And that's what I'm telling you. Even like when Darren and I teach in Black Ops, if it's your job to basically take that and learn it and practice it and hone it and make it your own skill. Does that make sense?
Perfect. Yeah.
Okay. Now, obviously in our world, affiliate marketing has many different comp plans. Some comp plans are individualized. Some of them are team-wise. And so it depends on what you guys are selling. Like right now, like I know we do Exodus Elite. Exodus Elite is more an individualized deal with a one-up. So you only make that first pass up. So it's not really a team-based. It's a one-level based. Now, I've got a couple programs I do that are 5 levels like an MLM, but it's really an affiliate program. And guess what? Those 5 levels can get pretty wide. And it's still my job to try to help and teach all those people on those 5 levels. So I agree with what you're saying, Sean, and in the teams. If you can build a good surrounding, like a good team around you, you're always going to be able to stay successful in this business. I can't tell you in 14 years, guys, I've seen a lot of people rise that ladder and hit some success, and they were assholes to a lot of people on the way up, and on the way down, it was the same people that they were assholes to whose asses they were kissing trying to get some help. And so I'm just going to tell you, don't be that guy. Don't be that gal. If you're on the way up and you get some success, be grateful, be appreciative of it. Don't piss people off, because those people later on in life might be the same person that might reach down to you and say, let me help you back up to where you were. So you take care of your people, guys. Very important.
The 2 things that come to mind with hearing you talk is the learn, do, teach, because we learn things, we do it, and then we can teach it to our people. right?
That's right.
So, I mean, that's a huge thing. And I mean, I love how you help everybody, and it is a team environment, but it's not just the people that are with us. It's like Sean was saying, we're not man-made, we're team-made, because it's all those other people on the peripheral who set up our systems for us or whatever they do for us. They're the ones that are contributing to our success. Like I was on a webinar a couple nights ago, and the lady has, I mean, she and her husband have just passed 1.3 million, but it's the systems that they have put in place that have allowed them to get to that. And they're looking at, I think 30%, going 30% higher this year, because they've looked at their year and said, okay, we did this, but it didn't work. So then they're just, honing everything. And I know that that's part of a business, but, it's just, I think we need, like you said, we need to focus on the people, because that's what's important. And that's why when I do what we do, I mean, it was Sean's idea, but he kind of said, okay, Julia, do you want to do this? And I'm like, okay, because my stomach was just going like this.
I'm glad you guys are doing this. Because it does. It makes an impact. I've seen the videos. I've seen a lot of your stuff, and it does make an impact. I applaud you guys for taking this step.
Thank you.
Thanks, Ari. And you know what, Ari, I was one of those ones. I wanted to make everything. I'm just a little bit of a perfectionist. I don't have like OCD syndrome like a lot of other people do. I'm the most unanalytical person people will meet, and I wanted to. There had to be a right time. You know how you think you're overthinking all this crap going on. Well, is it the right time? Is it the right month? Is it the right day? I want to talk to this person first and see what they think and all this other BS that I'm feeding myself. And I'm like, you know what? Screw it. I'm going to go do this. We had a hangout with you and Darren, and I said, screw this. I reached out to Julia. I said, Julia, are you in or out? And she's like, stomach's all crazy. And she goes, I'm like, are you going to throw up? If you are, it's on your screen, not mine. And I kind of waited, and she goes, yeah, okay, let's do it. I'm like, okay, great. Still not perfect, but we're still doing it.
That's good, man. I'm proud for doing it.
And I've had that brainchild for probably, I'm going to say, at least 5 years from what I can remember about doing this.
You and I have some commonalities, bro. I'm OCD, and just so you know, you see this mess behind me on this thing right here? I almost had to go to my office to do this tonight because of that.
Oh, geez.
I'm crazy OCD. I can't handle it.
Yeah, I got a business partner like that, too. I love him to pieces. We've been friends for 28 years. Yeah. So back to my point. I know what it's like, guys, to be in a business where people actually push you down and they step on your head just to get to the success level. And I want you guys to truly understand that we come from a place of love. I've been in that situation. It's not a good thing when you're a lone ranger trying to grow yourself mentally, spiritually, and emotionally inside and internally. That's why this came about, the Success for Dynamic Duo, because I was hungry for being somebody so that I can prove to the world that I am a good person, because I was beaten down my whole entire lives mentally and physically with a father that I don't really have as a father. So I want you guys to understand that this is that important to me. That imagine being in the financial services industry and wanting to go and do big things. And I know the company that Ari was talking about, I was a part of that company back in 1991. I couldn't get licensed. I didn't have a mentor that wanted to help me. All these things. And I truly wanted to say, hey, you know what? What if I can buy back my life with doing this? And I'm grateful that I did, because when I was in the truck and I got emotional a couple sessions ago, that, imagine getting paid on Friday, having $50 left, and struggling, and you're in a truck that's 160 feet long, and it's in the middle of the night, and you know that you have to fight for the next 2 weeks to get through that time period with $50 left in your wallet, and you got a couple of young babies at home. And because I had an open mind to somebody sharing an idea with me that could potentially change my life, and that's why I'm here today, it's all in perspective on your mind is like a parachute. It's only good to you when it's open. And most people's minds are so closed because they're beaten down from their jobs and their families, and, oh, don't do this, and don't take risks, all those things. But the biggest reason why most families today struggle is because of their mindset. Mm-hmm. They don't think big things. And, it starts when our kids are so young. You know, the little boy or the little girl comes up and says, Dad, I want to go and be a firefighter. And the first thing we do is we knock that kid down and say, no, you don't want to do that. You're going to go into burning homes and you're going to put your life at risk. We got to actually lift them up. And this is the same thing. And you lift those people up and they will be there on your vision and your mission for helping others because they want to be a part of something bigger than themselves. And I think that that is so critical to why the world is the way it is today. And I mean, business isn't for everybody. But if the person has an open mind to say, what if, and Julie and I talked about this, why not me? Why not be the next upcoming Tony Robbins, whatever the hell you want to be? It's only the scenarios or the limitations that we give ourselves. And, you know, somebody said this to me a while back, why not shoot for the moon? Worst case scenario, you'll end amongst the stars. At least you still won't be on the ground spinning your wheels. There's a big difference. I'm done.
You're done.
Hey, let me jump in and say something real quick, Sean, in response to that, because here's the deal. You know, we said an acronym earlier, an OCD, but I'll give you another acronym, and that's SLBS, okay, which is self-limiting belief system. See, a lot of people have this self-limiting belief system that prevents them, you know, to actually from going any further in life. I also call this some love bullshit, because what this is to me is people just buy into the excuses. People buy into the fact that they don't want to do it, you know, or they can't do it before they've even tried to do it, you know. Some take the excuse and they make stuff up before the actual execution. You guys got to get out of the mode of learning all the time and just try. You guys did with this, you just tried to do it and it worked. You know, you have to just take the action. I'd rather see you do something and fail. Like Stephanie Arwine came to me a while back, said to me, hey, Ari, I'm going to do this hangout. Do you think I should do it? I said, yeah. And she goes, but what if nobody shows up? And I said, easy, do it anyway. I said, it's great practice, because here's the funny part. You know, people will eventually see that hangout. Don't ever take it down. It's a learning experience. You guys got to get to that execution state, you know. Mm-hmm. And once you get there and you start just trying stuff and you start seeing it works, I mean, it will blow your mind, guys. Look, let me think how many years ago it was. Probably about 12 or 13 years ago. I was part of a business, actually. It was a Sandler Sales franchise that teaches negative reverse selling and pain. And it was when I first got started. I was part of the franchise, but man, I wasn't buying into all the belief system, because I had always been a features advantage benefits sales guy. And there was this deal in the sales pitch where Sandler said, take it away. Just tell them that's probably not going to work for you anyway. And go ahead and basically just take it away and get ready like you're going to hang up on the telephone. And that's what I did. And all of a sudden, this lady said, hold up a second, I want to talk to you. And I ended up getting that deal, guys. And this is the thing. A lot of times we're reluctant to try something because we don't believe it will work in our own mindset. And that's what's holding us back. But if you try it, then all of a sudden you find out, man, it actually worked. Just give it a shot. That's all I'm asking you. Give it a shot.
It's interesting, Ari. I've been on this growth path. Like I was in Primerica before. That's when I really started to grow. I was really pushing myself to learn. And I've been doing this stuff for a long, long time. Right? And I actually, was it last month? I was actually doing something and I realized that I was actually holding myself back because I was more focused on the crap behind me. My baggage, the things that had happened as a child or whatever, right? Because I mean, you know some of my story, you know that I've been through some tough stuff, but I was more focused on some of that stuff. And I thought, you know, like we have a big windshield in front of us, which is our future and present, and we have a little tiny mirror for rear view, right? So let's switch that around, because, and I've heard it so many times in the last while, is what you focus on now is what you're gonna get in your life. And that's just, and with you saying the SLBS and the bullshit, I'm like, that's exactly where I was. And I think, you know, like, why didn't I get that message way sooner? But, you know, it was just, I guess it was a timing thing. And so, I mean, I guess I was ready to hear it because, you know, when the student is ready, the teacher will appear, right? And, you know, you were definitely one of those in my life where I was ready for that level, right? So anyway, my next question for you, what's the most important ingredient to your success?
That's an easy one. People, guys. I'm just going to tell you, people are everything to your success. Okay. I said this before. Don't ever alienate people. Just don't. Okay. I mean, I have some people in the industry that I don't necessarily like, but I try not to alienate them. I just don't agree with them. Work toward being, good amongst all of your peers, guys. It's really, really important. The same people that, you may kick later, you may be the ones kicking you when you need help, and you don't want that to happen. So just do your best to take care of people, do your best to treat people right, be honest with people. These are just the basics, guys. I mean, honesty and integrity, are the basis of taking care of those people. And if you can't give them that, don't give them anything at all. Just don't.
Mm-hmm. I totally agree, because there's two things that I've always believed is you treat others the way you want to be treated. That's the first thing. And love everybody, because you know what? That's what everybody wants, to be treated with honesty and integrity. And it's just huge. And I think that's why I felt drawn to you, because I felt that from you. I always have, right? Even from when I first started getting your emails, I really felt it. So yeah, it's just been a real journey for me to learn the things. I got these things popping up on my screen here. So anyway, Sean, was there anything that you wanted to ask or?
Not to ask, just to compliment that. The biggest challenge that I've seen is like Ari and we've been talking about it since the beginning. We all want to make money, but it's there's something going on in this great planet of ours, and it's worse than anything ever, and it's called excuse-itis. Yep. People just feed themselves so much BS I can't this and I can't. I say to them, you know what? I don't even entertain that. You can do anything that you put anything. Once you become resourceful, you will do what you need to do. And I'll give you an example of this. I went to a real estate investment seminar months back, more than a couple months ago, probably in the last 6 months. And if your why is the driving force behind everything that you do every single day, it will take you from A to Z. I'll share this with you guys, and it is true. It works. No bullshit. You can literally go to institutions and partner up with somebody. I don't have the best credit rating. I had a 900 credit score, crash and burn like the Titanic. Boom, crash, it blew up. They're on the 500 mark. I say that everything happens in your life for a reason. When you partner up with somebody, and I partnered up with my best friend, and I said, what good to you is a 900 credit score if you're not going to use it very well for your family? You don't want to drive a truck? I don't want to drive a truck. We've been friends for 28 years. Let's go make a difference. I don't know the how, I don't know the what, but I know the why, and the why is my driving force. And guess what? I proved to him that because my mind was so certain and made up, there's nothing more certain than a made-up mind. We went and did exactly what I told him we were going to do, and we got all that unsecured debt to do what we need to do to launch our business. And he was thinking, oh, no, it didn't happen. I said, guess what? We spent 2 hours, and we went through everything. And he went, oh, my God, everything that you thought about, we brought about into our reality. Correct. I said, guess what? Just what was it? Just a little over a month ago, Julia, wasn't it? We got involved in MCA. Less than 12 hours after he got his membership, he spoke into his reality what he did not want. He said to the tire guy, don't bother putting on my new tires on my new vehicle because I'm probably going to get into an accident anyways. And sure enough, less than 2 hours after he said that, boom, $15,000 worth of damage to his Tiguan. And I did a Facebook Live. So if you don't want those things to happen, don't talk about them. I don't even entertain the conversation that my shield is up every day. We just had a conversation before we jumped on here, and he went to his doctor appointment. I love him to pieces. He's my best friend. I don't want nothing bad to happen to him, but I think you control what goes on in here will come out into your reality. It's very important. Mm-hmm. You want this shit to stop, you got to stop thinking crap. And most people think so much crap every day. All they do is they worry about money, 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 money. They're never going to be the attractor factor if that's all they focus on is the money. People, it's kind of like that when you said, all right, you come from the features and benefits. I do too come from the features and benefits. When somebody senses that you need that freaking sale so bad, guess what? Oh, Ari, I need to think about it. You could need that sale to pay the bills, and they can sense the blood of a panther, and they're like, you know what? I need to think about this. I need to talk to my banker. I need to talk to my wife. They make up all these excuses, and you don't get that sale. So rather than focus on the sale, focus on their why, help them solve their problem, and once they feel that they need you more than you need them, guess what they're going to do? They're going to buy. That's what this is all about, the attractor factor. Hey, you know what? You don't want to think about it? Okay, cool, I'm out of here. And you walk away. And they're like, wait. And they pull you back. Tell me more about that. And then guess what? You have them eating out of your hand, and you didn't have to force them to do anything. It's amazing how that works.
Absolutely.
So excited.
For anybody watching,
and I'm a talker.
For anybody watching this, if you don't know much about Ari, he is a 7-figure earner. Like, it's amazing, and he's shooting for the stars, for the moon. Actually, aren't you, Ari? It's not just the stars. Yeah. And so, I mean, he's got a lot of background, and he really does build his business methodically. He's got a plan, and I mean, I've learned so much from him in the time that he's been my mentor, and I've just been I feel truly blessed because he's really opened my mind for a lot of stuff. But Ari, there's one thing that I kind of wanted to cover a little bit and ask you. We probably will continue on with the conversation a bit more, but one word that you could share with everyone that would help them achieve what you've achieved, and what would that word be?
That's an easy one. Perseverance. Okay, let me tell you why I say that, guys. I'll take you back in time. Okay, and I'll give you a few little stories, but the first one goes back to my mortgage experience. When I first, 1998, my pops got sick. I moved back from Oregon. Actually, I was living in Oregon with my boys, and I just got in custody of them. I moved back and went back into the car business because that's what I've been doing. But the car business was literally paying me about 30% of what I was making. And, on the West Coast, as it was in Kansas City. And now I'm taking care of 2 kids full time. It was a nightmare. And so I told myself I needed to change. And we had won this award through Bank of America. And I went to a Chiefs game, which that was my award. I got 2 tickets to the Chiefs game. And one of my buddies in the car kept saying, man, you need to talk to my buddy in the mortgage business, go to work with him, and he'll help you out. Well, lo and behold, I end up sitting next to this guy that won an award for Bank of America on the mortgage side, and it turned out to be this guy's buddy. It was the weirdest thing of all. I got into the mortgage business. I was making about $7 to $15K a month. It was, pretty good money, working, banker's hours, obviously, which is great because now I'm free with my kids at night. But I wasn't really quite happy, because I felt like, man, I could do better than this. So I started living off $2,000 to $3,000 a month, and I started saving all the rest of it. And 6-7 months went by, and I was actually busy working, getting my broker's license to open up a mortgage office. Got my mortgage license. The day I got it, I went out and leased a big office, dropped $50,000 in furniture at it. And for the next 6 months, guys, I didn't make a dime. Not a penny. I kid you not 1 cent. The rest of the year, I made $168,000. Okay. After that, the very following 6 months, I made $168,000. And then that was the next 2 years actually were my top income years until I got into this industry where I made over $500,000 a year for 2 years in a row. And I'll tell you guys, if it wasn't for the perseverance and my commitment to it, I would have walked away from all of that opportunity, okay? I knew it was there. I had saw the money. I had met so many guys making millions of dollars in the mortgage business. I knew it was there. I just had to find my niche, and I had to basically have my breakthrough. And once I got it, it started to turn. In this industry, you have to persevere at many things, guys. You got to persevere at learning how to email and build your list. You got to persevere at learning how to build a funnel and shoot videos and learning how to edit your own videos or outsource your videos. You got to persevere at finding a good editor, because we all know that's a nightmare. I mean, it's a nightmare trying to find good help to help you do these little things. But if you persevere in this business, I'm going to tell you flat out, there is no industry on the face of the earth that will pay you more than this business. Affiliate marketing is the highest paid industry on the planet. You might say I'm wrong. I say prove it to me, because where can a guy with 4-year college experience make $155 million in a year? I know people that have done it. I know several people have done $100 million a year across the globe. You know, the CPA and affiliate marketing space is the most lucrative space of all. If you learn it the right way, you take care of your people, and you persevere through the hard times, I promise you, the sun will shine. Just give it time. Just give it time.
I got something to add to that, Ari. I had somebody very close to me say to me, "Oh, yeah, but how lucrative is this internet thing?" He went to his doctor the other day and says, "Yeah, but this internet, you know, is this going to last? Is this?" I said, "Dude, you need to wake the hell up. The internet is moving faster than anything. More money is sold. More money is transacted every single freaking day. You know what? It's probably compounding at a 50 times rate right now in 2017 compared to 1990s.
Yeah.
Amazon sells more. I mean, look at the Save on Foods, Superstore, Walmart now. You literally can go online, place your order, and somebody will deliver it to your house. What is that telling you?
Bro, yeah, Amazon even opened up Amazon Go store. You can walk in and pick it up now.
Yeah, and it's mind-blowing on the mindset of most people, but I tell you this. If you are, and this is why I got out of the financial services industry, because I wanted to get on the internet. I wanted to be that me-only advisor. And now I'm the me-only business coach and author of It's About Them, Not You. So I just want to say this. If you are not on the internet, on your business, by doing videos and connecting with people, you are missing the boat. You are doing your business and the people a disservice, because your story is going to share with people, inspire them that they can do it too, just like this old truck driver.
Yep.
Absolutely.
Yeah, I mean, you know, guys, look, I didn't get into this industry to, you know, to get rich. That's just the truth of it. I got in this industry to take care of my 2 sons, Micah and Malachi, and what happened, mind-boggling. I mean, honestly, I'm grateful, I'm appreciative, but it's just not about the money. The money really doesn't matter much to me. Seeing people around me succeed, that really matters the most. And, you know, if there's anything at all that you take from me tonight on this call, it's always about the people. Keep your honesty, integrity intact, take care of your people, and I promise you, the sky's the limit in this industry. As long as you persevere through the hard times and you learn the right things to do, okay, and then you execute, you will succeed, period. There is just no ifs, ands, or buts about it, guys. You will succeed. Follow somebody that's going to take care of you, you know, like Sean, like Julia, myself. Follow somebody that's going to be there to support you guys, that'll actually pick up the phone, that'll actually get on Skype with you, that'll actually answer your emails or your Facebook messages. I mean, look, this is a huge red flag. If you join somebody in something and you shoot them a Facebook message and they never respond to you, red flag. If they email you or you email them and they don't respond, red flag. If you try to call their phone or they don't have a phone number, red flag. Stay away from people like that. Get with people that will actually let you know who they really are, because those people have a heart. If they didn't, they wouldn't let you connect with them in the first place, guys.
Well, I'm glad you brought that up, Ari, because I get that probably. Julia and I talk at least once a day, fairly frequently. And I'm going to say this. I get this scam word at least 25 times a day before 2 o'clock in the afternoon. And I'm going to say this. Yes, we are a scam. We successfully create a lot of millionaires every single year by the opportunity that we're in. The only, and unfortunately for you, you have to fill out tax forms for this. So unfortunately for the scammers, it's keeping them away because they want nothing to do with the IRS or the Canadian Tax Department. Just an FYI. Oh, and by the way, one other thing. I don't know of a business or a place that's been around since 1926, which is longer than most of the banks out there, that is still in business today in North America. And you just really need to have an open mind. If you don't have an open mind, you will crash and burn financially. And open minds are like parachutes. They're only good to you when they're open.
That's right, guys.
That's exactly right.
And back to the video thing real quick before I almost forgot, but I didn't. Do you honestly think, guys, watching this, that we would put our faces on the internet on a freaking video, or like Ari said, give you my phone number or email address and actually want to jump on a call with you if I was anything but legitimate? Really? Most of those people want nothing to do. You don't even know what they look like. They have some Google Voice number that they never answer, or when they do, they just want to take your money and run, like Ari said. So you really need to think about that. And I said that to somebody that actually lives in the same city. I said, do you honestly think that I would invite you over to my home to get your paperwork finished so you can get paid if I was illegitimate? Probably not. Like,
know where you live.
hello? Really, like, people need to wake the hell up.
That's it.
Yeah, if anybody's out there somewhere, it's Ari. He's in the Philippines.
Yeah, guys, look, look, that's one thing you need to know. This business, it's allowed me to live in Costa Rica, Italy, now the Philippines, and literally all over the USA. I've been truly blessed, guys, and my biggest wish is you guys will be able to experience some of this. And one day, I'll see you on one of the beaches around the world. It's just a beautiful, beautiful lifestyle to be able to pick up your laptop, to be able to have an internet connection, and to be able to make money. And that's literally exactly what happened to me, guys. I mean, when I came here, guys, look, I came here after my divorce, and I told you my mindset was I was just going to kill myself. I didn't have enough money to go out and even turn my internet on in my house. Fact. I literally went into a little restaurant here called Stackers, and I would go in at midnight, and I would stay there till 5 in the morning with my USB headset on and my Samsung laptop on their Wi-Fi signal, and I would make calls, and I would make money. And there's one day I walked out there, I'd made like 15 grand that day, and the guy from the restaurant, the manager, ran outside. He goes, "Hey, what is it you do? What is it you do?" He goes, "You make so much money today. We don't make this much money in like 4 months, or 5 months." I was like, I think maybe all year. But, guys, the reality of it is it's all about perseverance. If you really take the time and you dive in and you got a good laptop, you got an internet connection, you're free. I mean, guys, you go wherever you want to go. You can live the life you want to live if you believe. It all starts there, guys.
And
when you believe, you can achieve.
That's right.
Thoughts become things.
That's it.
Absolutely. For sure. Well, I don't have anything else. Ari, thank you so much for your time. Sean, do you have anything else to add? It's just been...
I'm just going to end on this. People need to show up, first of all.
Amen.
They need to have a really big why. And if your why don't make you cry, you need to have an emergency meeting with mom, dad, and the kids and everybody, the whole family. And you really need to focus on where you want your life to go. Because I hate to break it to you guys, but you only got one shot at this. You ain't getting out alive. And I say this because I care. I would rather do videos all day long and lose sleep than die. And most people would rather die than do videos. I'm the opposite. Because I already know that life is a precious gift that we've been given. And we're all here on borrowed time. We don't know if we're going to be guaranteed tomorrow or not. There's some people that went to bed last night that didn't wake up today. Every place around the globe. And I just want to encourage you to reach out to us because we truly want to help you take your life and your business to a whole new level and start the inner self to get the outer self. And I just can't impose upon that enough. If you're sick and tired of being sick and tired of letting money control you, you have to do something different. And the definition of insanity is doing the same thing over and over and over again, expecting a different result. You want to end the struggle, you want to let money stop controlling you, then you got to change what goes inside here. No more room for stinking thinking. You got to get a checkup from the neck up. And most people are in that spot where, as an advisor, Julia and I and Ari both, all three of us have been in that situation. It's more now epidemic than ever before, where the families around the globe are struggling more financially than ever before in their entire lives in history. But guess what? The banks are still making $1 billion profit in 3 months. What does that tell you? So you either go create your own economy or you struggle financially. The choice is up to you. Money's not everything, but if you don't have it, it's everything. So if you don't have another stream of income, another safety blanket to be able to protect your family financially, it's only a matter of when crap happens. It's not a matter of if. It will happen. Life will throw you curveballs every other day. And if you are not mentally prepared, financially prepared, it will either take you out or it will destitute your family, and you will crash and burn financially and go into bankruptcy and foreclosure and all of those things. I've been there. I don't ever want to be in that position ever again. And we want to share this knowledge with you, to share with you that, you know what? I don't say that I had a house foreclosed on because I want you to feel bad for me. No, I want to get my family financially bulletproof. So I have 3 to 4 years of disposable income, $100,000, $200,000 worth of cash sitting in a bank account that I don't have to touch to feed my family and do what I got to do in my life and my business. What would that do for you? Reach out to us on Facebook, Julia Patterson, Ari Maccabi, Sean Harvey. We truly want to help you take your life and your business to a whole new level. We appreciate you. We look forward to inspiring you for change in the world. We'll see you on the next edition of Success with Dynamic Duo. Have a great day. Bye for now.